Good morning, dear friends. We are on podcast number 13. We continue in our journey, and especially in the very important training, very important exercises regarding our brain control the heart. We took as an example, we took the criticism week, and we could not criticism week, criticism subject. And every week we work on this criticism from another point of view, but the main thing is to control our criticism activity, that it's daily activity. Usually we use it every day with friends, family. We criticize a lot, we get criticism by others, but this is the most important thing to know how to, or to very easy way to train brain control the heart, because criticism is something that is very often in our life. So after we train on love in criticism and limits in criticism, we move to the next step of brain control the heart, and the beauty of criticism, and beauty, and from one hand beauty, from other hand I forgot the word, sorry, not pity, it's like I try the right word, I will look at it, that it will be exact, that I will not... Okay, the mercy, yes, I forgot the word is mercy. The mercy in criticism. Like we have love, like we have limits, there is mercy. Mercy is a very important part in our life when we deal with other people, when we care for other people. If we really care from other people, we have to use our mercy abilities. Mercy not because I'm better, mercy because I see you and I hear you and I care about you and I want to help you because you're in a low point for the moment in your life. So I feel I activate from here my mercy emotions. Look at it. I wrote the things, few things. We have only one question to answer ourselves, and then to move to our weekly exercise. So our mercy is the following. If we say that not just love is hidden in the criticism, there is also mercy in the criticism. It means the basis of love is to understand that the other person also have rights, also have feelings, also can make mistakes, to see the other side, not to see just myself. Again, if I connect it to our journey about brain control the heart and about success, you cannot see the other side if you focus on yourself. If the only thing that you use is your ego, you cannot see the other side, and then you cannot really help him, you cannot really improve him, and you cannot really improve yourself, because you're dealing and spending your energy on protecting from the world. Now, so if there is love in criticism, and if there is mercy, we have to know how to activate the mercy and to use it correct. Again, everything is to improve the effectiveness of the criticism, and it's to improve our effectiveness in life, because by this we will see it in the right way. So, mercy is love without conditions. Again, mercy, love without conditions. Your questions for today, one important question, maybe two, but one important question is the following. Do my level of criticism include basis of mercy? In other words, do I see the other one? I really see the other one when I criticize him? I really think about him or think about me? I really want to see him growing. I want to give him a hand and to help him to stand up after he fall down, didn't succeed, didn't do the things the right way. Or I just want to tell him, I told you. You are not ABCD. Think. If you will not have mercy, you will never be effective in your criticism. How you create the mercy? Think before you talk. Because if you talk, first of all, it's come from here and you talk. If you think, it's come from here, go up here. You make analyze, you check it with the tools that we give you now, and then you talk. the effective will be better, your potential will be maximized much more, and you will enjoy your results better. Try it and let's see.